Good morning, this is Brandon with Atlas Financial Services. Just doing a quick demonstration on how to place accounts on our client portal with the new CFPB regulations on itemization date. So first, this is going to be your dashboard. So when you log in, this is the screen you see. On the left-hand side, on the sidebar, you can see new account. Just click on there. And when you're placing the account, you just want to go down these lists. So everything with an asterisk is things that is required. So last charge date would be the last day you charge their card. The client account number is, a reference number that you guys have for your clients. Just to go over the 5 different itemization dates that our clients need to choose from, we have a last charge date, last payment date, last statement date, last service date, and a charge-off date. And so typically people have been using the final demand notice, which is also known as the last statement date. And over here, it's also known as the client last invoice date. So when you're doing a final demand notice, just go ahead and click on here and select a date. So let's say you sent out a final demand notice on December 1st, and basically the only amount that you're going to try to collect is that principal balance on that final demand letter. So let's say it was $1,000, and you'll see a difference that popped up right here. It's like, okay, negative 1,000. So you need to set that correctly. This is already populated here. So medical services, and so right here is the last statement date, which is also known as the client last invoice date. So go ahead and click this. After that, you just put 1,000, because that's all you're trying to collect is just that 1,000 on the last statement that you sent your client. After that, just fill out the rest of this information. Everything helps our collectors collect on the debt faster. So anything that you have, please fill it out. Address, phone number, last employer, or current employer. This is co-maker demographic, so any co-signers, anything like that for any auto loans. And then for our medical field, patient demographic, if it's a child, just make sure that you put their information here so our collectors are aware that they're going after the parent. And it's always good to leave a note. So if you have time to leave a note about an account that you know about, or you want to be more specific about, even if the client is disputing the debt, it's good to let our collectors know, because then they can determine whether or not to speed this along and send it over to our legal team for review, and so we can pursue it faster in that way. So when you're going off the last statement date and just the principal balance, boom, you're good to go. It's just as fast as that. But if you have any fees after the last or the last statement date, the final demand letter, you need to actually add those separately and itemize them. So technically, you can put the principal assigned right here to 1,000, which is on the statement, and then the fees assigned would be, let's say it was 500. Okay, so now we have a difference of 500 right here. So now we need to fix that by saying, okay, well, the fee was added on December 2nd because they didn't pay their final demand notice, and that's the fee. I don't know, actually, you can't do that, but just add your fee, so 500, and then owing, the bucket would be fee, and the type is assigned. Okay, and then you just click add, and there you go. So now the assigned balance for collections is $1,500 with an itemization of $500 fee. So that way our collectors can say, yeah, and a fee was added on December 2nd. And that goes with all 5 different dates that you choose. So all the same, pretty much. If you're going off the last charge date or the last payment date, last statement date, last service date, charge-off date, just be sure anything that's added after those dates, those specific dates that you're going off of, you need to add. If you're adding a fee, you need to add a fee. But if you're just going after the principal balance, then you're good to go. Just do the first step that I showed you, and then just go through the list, and then you can place it that way. After that, so I just click cancel. In your case, you'd click save. Just go to file Dropbox, and if you have any documentation that you need to send with that account, unfortunately there's no way to add files and click save and add it to the account that you literally just placed. So I always tell clients the best thing to do would just be put the first and last name of that person as the file name. So that way our data entry specialist can drag and drop it to that specific account or for that collector, however they do it at the office. So that way it's easy for them to manage the documentation that you place on our client portal. But if you guys have any questions whatsoever, please email me at brandon@atlas, ATLAS-PNW.com. I can help you with any questions or concerns, or we can schedule a meeting and I can come into the office and go over the client portal some more or train anybody that needs help. So also my phone number is 564-208-4838. So 564-208-4838. Thank you all for watching and have a great day.